Well, welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is Firewood at the Furnace, and I'm Brad. It's a chilly morning here in Maryland. It's a little breezy today too, so I hope the wind's not blowing too hard in the camera. Today I want to talk to you all a little bit about firewood bundles. I just got into firewood bundle selling a couple days ago. I posted it on my own Facebook page and it took off. So I'm not interested yet in putting an ad on the marketplace or on Craigslist. I'm just going to concentrate on the customers that I have already. I've got a delivery this morning for 10 bundles just down the road here. That's my minimum for delivery is 10 bundles. So I'm going to make this delivery, and when I come back, I'm going to talk to you about how I bundle my wood. I'm going to tell you what my opinions are of certain things and show you how I'm doing it to keep it economical and cheap for me since I'm just starting out. So stick around, everybody. All right, so we're back from that delivery. Everything went well, and that's my first bundle delivery since I started this firewood thing. So it's a little bit of a milestone for me. But I want to talk to you today about how I'm making my bundles and a little bit about why I'm making these bundles. So if you remember why I started all this, it's because we were purchasing firewood bags from our local grocery store back when after my father passed, and we were sitting around the bonfire, and I probably spent about $300 or $400 in firewood in a matter of 10 or 15 days. And I got to thinking, that's just crazy to spend this much money on firewood. So I started cutting my own, and it kept going and going and going, and it has grown into this. So I just want to show you what we get around here as far as firewood goes. All right, so typically what we get around here, if you go to your local hardware store, big box store, or grocery store for firewood bundles, this is what you get. This is 0.6 of a cubic foot. It's about 7 pieces of wood, and it's $7.48 plus tax. Now the local grocery store, they sell 0.75 of a cubic foot, which is just slightly bigger than this, for $7.99 plus tax. And that's, when you're buying a lot of bundles of firewood, that adds up pretty quickly. You're basically paying almost $1 a log. So when I'm bundling my firewood, this is the difference. This is the local hardware store, and this is the Firewood at the Furnace bundle. Quite a difference for much less money. Now I'm charging $5 a bundle for these, and I'm still making okay money on it, I believe. These big name grocery stores and big name hardware stores that are selling these bundles for almost $8 for half the amount of wood, you're paying the guy that made the firewood, you're paying the trucking company that delivers the firewood, and then you're paying the business that's selling the firewood. So you're paying 3 people for that wood. I feel like if you stay small and you support local business, you get a better value for your money, plus you keep it local. All right, so now let's talk about the great debate over stretch wrap or firewood bags. Now I know a lot of you use firewood bags when you bundle your wood, and I think that's a great option, but it's a more expensive option. Those bags are anywhere from 70 to 90 cents per bag. So right there, you're increasing the price of your bundle by almost $1 for something that most people are going to throw away anyway. It looks nicer, it might be more convenient, but it's going to automatically make things more expensive. You either have to raise your price or take a loss on your profit margin. So what I've chosen to do is wrap my bundles, and what I use is the pallet stretch wrap, and I've got some notes here that I'm going to be reading from about what I use. It's pallet stretch film wrap. It comes in, what I got is 10 inches wide, and I'll show you why I chose 10 inches wide here in a minute when I show you my bundle frame that I made to wrap the bundles with. And it's 1,000 foot long per roll. It's 70 gauge cling wrap, and it's cast it's cast film, not the blown kind. So a 4-pack of these, so 4,000 foot of this, cost me $35. So that's a pretty good option, and I'm happy with the way it's working. Now let's talk about the difference if you're going to go the stretch wrap route between blown and cast wrap. So what I'm using is the cast wrap, and it has much better clarity quality. So if you're going to be putting a label inside of your bundles when you wrap them like I do, the clearer the wrap, the more noticeable and legible that your label is. So the cast wrap is more clear, it's much quieter when you're unwrapping it, it doesn't make a bunch of noise, and it's two-sided, so you can wrap either direction and the cling will stick to itself going either way. Now the blown wrap is not as clear, so it might be a little cloudy behind the wrap when you're trying to look at your label. Much noisier, but it does have a little bit more holding power. The 70 gauge wrap that I'm using, I'm wrapping about 5 times per bundle, and I have no problems with it holding. So those are a couple little things about the stretch wrap I'm using and why I've chosen to go the wrap route rather than with the bags. So let me take you over here and I'll show you the bundle frame that I made from some leftover wood that I had, and I'll show you how that works. All right, so this is the bundle frame that I made out of some scrap wood that I had laying around the house. It's just some 2x4s and a little bit of plywood and some screws. Now, I know they make mechanical bundle wrappers, electric, gasoline, even some manual hand crank ones. But I'm just starting out and I don't have a whole lot of money to invest into the business before I make some money from the business. So you start out small and you build on that and reinvest the money as you make it. So this is what I'm starting with, and it seems to be working out pretty good. Obviously it's not as efficient as a mechanical wrapper, but this is what I've done, and it will hold the wood, and it's measured for 1 cubic foot, so it's 12 inches wide by 12 inches high, and I've got about 11 inches in the middle here, which when I told you earlier that I got the 10-inch wide stretch wrap, that was why. I believe it's about, let's measure this here. So I've got just about 13 inches between here. So I've got 3 inches to play with when I'm wrapping and I'm running it around. So the 10-inch wrap on 16-inch logs gives you about 3 inches on each side of the log that's not wrapped, but the 10 inches in the middle is, and it seems to work out really well. So when I built this, I built it so that I wouldn't have to bend over, obviously, while I'm wrapping. So it's just above waist height at about 35 inches to the bottom of the bundle. And it seems to work out okay. I put some plywood on the back here, and I'll just show you how I do this. Just real quick, I'll make a bundle for you so you can see. And that's it. Got your label in there, and just lift straight out. I'll show you. Nice little bundle of mixed hardwood there. All right guys, so I'm gonna wrap up today's video. I got all 20 bundles done, ready for delivery tomorrow to a customer. And I just wanna let you all know that I just started advertising my bundles yesterday, and it has been super busy. My phone is ringing nonstop. My Facebook messages are going off nonstop. People wanting firewood bundles. It's a great deal at $5 a bundle, and it's the right time of year, so people are taking advantage of it. I've already delivered the 10 bundles this morning. I've had 4 people pick up 4 bundles. 1 person picked up 2 bundles. I have this 20 bundle delivery to do tomorrow, and I've got people waiting that I still need to call back from today. So it seems like it's going to be a good little deal for us. The bundles look good. I've had a couple people commend me on how professional the bundles are looking already. So even though it's not the firewood bags, which are more convenient to some people, I think by putting the labels in and stacking them nicely and wrapping them nicely, that it's still appealing to the customers, and it's a little cheaper for me as far as overhead goes. So I appreciate everybody watching. I hope maybe you learned something or gave you an idea for something different. We all do this thing a little bit different, and we can get ideas from each other. So thanks for watching. Click on these videos over here in the corners, and we will see you next time. Have a great week, everybody.